Hey guys, so this is my video that I said I would make about endosimientos and sweetening work when you're dealing with a psychic attack. If you haven't watched my most recent video on it that I just did, please go watch that because I really get into like some cleansing and protection information that's fundamental. Because if you don't have your cleansing and your protection down and you're under attack or at war, you can do sweet work, but it's not going to hit the same. It's not going to land, and just overall cleansing and protection is fundamental. It's more important than you doing a honey jar, okay? The reason that I think this is so important, and I know that it is because this was my secret weapon. When I was dealing with some shit, I always stayed sweet. And I'll never forget, one of my previous elders gave me a message from Oshun to me, and Oshun basically was like, stay humble, stay sweet, and stand on your own 2 feet. And that message has stuck with me for years. And I never allowed the attacks and the negativity that I was dealing with to make me bitter. And I attribute that to me staying on top of my game when it comes to my sweet baths and my honey jars and my other types of endosimientos. Like, I made it a point to not lose myself. And the best type of honey jar that you can do is a self-love and healing honey jar for yourself. Yeah, you can do one for your love life, or you can do one for your finances, but having that good, sweet, compassionate, patient relationship with yourself is going to help you. Okay? For a lot of reasons. Number one, if you allow that good energy to reach you, you're going to put more effort into taking care of yourself. And that is fundamental when you're under attack, because that's what that lower level energy wants you to avoid. It wants you to lose yourself. It wants you to be bitter. It wants you to be nasty and bitchy all the time, and angry and anxious and depressed. And just, it wants to block you from those good emotions because it feeds off of the bad ones. So the more that you can try to enrich your life and sweeten it up while doing your cleansing, while doing your protection, the better off you're going to be. And some people might not agree with me. They might say that you need to avoid sweet work entirely if you're dealing with this. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to put off something that I know I need to do because another person wants to be an asshole. Okay? If I feel like I need to sweeten my life up, I'm gonna do it. Especially if someone's trying to bring me down. Sorry, my phone paused. I will cover myself in honey. You can also go to the river, go to the sweet waters, and, ask for her blessings, ask for her protection. You can make sweet baths. You can dress candles with sugar or honey or molasses or corn syrup. Corn syrup is actually very good for removing blockages. An example of this is, and I believe molasses is used for this too, medically, when someone can't go to the restroom. There's like old wives' tales and old remedies where corn syrup will kind of unblock things, if you get what I'm saying. It gets things moving. And honey is also probably, it's probably the most popular sweetening work ingredient. Honey does sometimes move kind of slow, but I like using it because the good stuff, real good honey, does not expire. It does not go bad. And with that, it lets you know that it's here for the long term. It's for the long game. It's a long-term, stable effort of manifestation. And it also helps draw things in, and it helps those things stick to you, because honey is very sticky. So it just has a lot of good properties when you need things to uplift your spirit, and to sweeten up your aura and lift your mood. And you can also use sweetening work for beauty. Okay, if someone is trying to attack your beauty with bacteria and negativity, which a lot of people will do, okay, especially if you're a pretty woman and you take care of yourself, girl, that is like the first thing they will try to attack. And I'm like, you're giving away the fact that you're fucking insecure and jealous. And girl, if they're trying to make you ugly, think about it like this. They know that you're pretty. Take it as a compliment. You have beauty, and they'll try to take it away from you. You can do a beauty spell with honey. You can combine, like you can do like an all-in-one divine feminine, self-love, beauty, healing, all-in-one type honey jar that kind of covers all your bases, just to kind of sweeten up your aura, sweeten up your appearance, sweeten up your perception of yourself. That's also very important. If someone is trying to attack your beauty, nurture it. After you cleanse yourself and protect yourself, because that is the most important, nurture your beauty, okay? Whatever that means to you. Me, I love makeup, I love hair, I love nails, I love, getting my mani-pedis, I love shopping, I love being creative and expressing my beauty, because it makes me happy. And beauty is very, very life-giving. It is. And these low-level people and these low-level spirits know that. There's all types of nasty magic these people will do. Okay, they will try to siphon off of you. They will try to feed off of you. Whenever I go on camera, there are certain things that I do to protect myself. Because I know that there's people that don't like me, and they're watching me, and I do certain things to protect my inner and outer beauty. As a divine feminine woman, it's part of my responsibility towards myself. You can also do an endosamiento for your finances. It's also a very good one to do. Especially if maybe they're trying to cause issues at your job. You can do a honey jar to sweeten up your boss towards you and sweeten up your coworkers towards you. That way they're not so, problematic. You can do a honey jar to draw in more money. You can also use molasses. Corn syrup as well. Girl, if all you have is pancake syrup, use the damn thing. It's still sweet. Use what you have. Okay, as much as I love honey, I'm going to use what I got on hand. You can sweeten up relationships if you need to. A good example of an endosamiento being used properly during psychic attack is if you have a partner and someone is doing a lot of breakup magic on you guys and trying to separate y'all. The best thing that you can do is sweeten up that connection. Again, after you've done your cleansing, after you've done your protection, and really focusing on keeping that relationship harmonious, because these types of people, a lot of them get very obsessed. So they will try to attack multiple areas of your life. They'll try to isolate you. A big reason that they try to isolate you and push people away, it's not only to make you depressed and lonely and sad, because as human beings, we need connection. We are social creatures. Even me. I'm introverted as fuck, but I still, value my relationships. Isolation, okay. They will try to isolate you also so that they can feed off of you, so that you're not sharing that energy with anyone else, especially your energy, your sacral chakra, your reproductive energy. They will try to block that or siphon it or attack it even. There's a lot of mind magic that goes on, and there's a lot of womb magic that goes on. Society and just the world is very, very much still at war against the divine feminine. So it's very important to be mindful of who and what you connect to intimately. Make sure that you focus on that area when you're cleansing yourself. I also make and sell waist beads. I make and sell custom waist beads that I can make you to protect that area and protect your chakras. What else? That's apart from sweetening. I'm sure someone needs to hear that tidbit, so I'm glad that Spirit kind of nudged me to talk about it. Let's see. I think that's about it, you guys. Like, overall, it's a very good tool to use for yourself. It is. After you have the basics down pat. Okay? Because as much as you need to be doing to protect yourself, you also need to remember to give yourself grace and love yourself and be sweet towards yourself, because that's what got me through. Like, there were times in my journey where I felt so alone, you know, and I had to be sweet towards myself, because it wasn't reality, but in my mind, I was all that I had. So that sweetness that I had towards myself is what got me through. One of the things, besides my faith, besides my elders, besides my own determination. Like, I was not going to be bitter and lose myself, because if nothing else, I knew that's what this nasty energy wanted, was for me to be bitter and spiteful and hateful and depressed and anxious. And I was like, no. Because I've always been a sweet girl. I've always been a sweet person. I've always gotten compliments. Like, oh my god, your energy is so sweet. You're such a sweet girl. It's always been something, like, that makes me who I am. And I was not going to lose that. And endosamientos truly, truly can help you. Just to stay on the positive side of things and be more optimistic when you really need it most. Okay? If you would like me to do an endosamiento for you, you can get a consultation with me. You can book a consultation and for spell work, and we will talk about it. And of course, if you are under attack, I will also advise you on how to cleanse and protect yourself. But don't be bitter, okay? Because that's what that energy wants from you. Don't give it to them. Empower yourself. Sweeten up your relationship towards yourself, and you'll be alright. Okay? Oh, another thing. Thank you, Spirit. Something that I've heard a few times is people recommending that you do a honey jar on your enemy. I'm sorry, maybe it's the Palera in me, the Yaya, the Yandoki. Nope. If you're my enemy, you're not getting an ounce of honey from me. Nope. Like, I've heard people tell others to do endosamientos to sweeten up the enemy's thoughts towards that person. And that can also be dangerous, because that can turn into obsession. You know? They can go from hating you to being obsessed with you in the other way, and wanting to be with you, or wanting to be you, and just being too admiring. Like, I don't recommend that. Personally, I don't recommend doing a honey jar on your enemies. Save that energy for yourself and give it towards yourself. Okay? I love you. I'll talk to y'all soon.